Hey guys, Dominic here with Build Factor. Just getting the engine prepped now. I did decide to paint the block a different color just because white is staining way too much. I knew it would stain, but the stains, even trying to clean them out, they stained. So we're going to go ahead and paint the block black, gloss black, as well as the head gloss black. So I'm just getting everything prepped right now to be able to shoot it, cleaning everything up. Got the head, the valve cover. Basically, I put it in a bag. Put the bag over the top, so I'll have no lines. I'll be able to paint the head perfectly with no issues. So I'm gonna just continue to keep getting this clean. Alright, so I got that all cleaned up. The engine is all cleaned up as well. Now I gotta go ahead and start masking everything off. And go ahead and use my stud puller socket to get these studs out. Get these last two studs out. All the studs on my exhaust side are out, so that's good. Now I can go ahead and start taping away. It's starting to get hot here in Idaho. Finally.
Or are you
no,
gonna paint it?
I'm not gonna have enough paint. I got one can to do the head and block, so.
Did you grease that or did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
all.
good deal, man.
That's all stained.
Cool.
Everything on here is stained.
Yeah.
So,
Good deal.
but yeah, it's all taped off.
Looks good.
All
It's taped right.
Yeah, I just noticed that one spot right there. You need to come in the back.
I was just gonna pull the Land Rover in right here.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so you're ready. This is ready to go for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Everything's taped off that I want covered.
Yeah, man, you
The
did
water
a
pump
dynamite
housing's good. The only thing I'm thinking of is if we tip it on its side, I might have to hold this on.
Let's see if we have to. Black is a lot easier to cover than white, dude.
You know, and there's some stuff that's on here that might be
There's
good.
and your header is gonna,
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna be a little bit thicker, taller than the flange itself.
It would have been
everywhere.
cool to polish this on the black block. I don't know, but we're good. We're doing it. Here we go. Aaron doing his spray can magic.
Putting how's the phrase go? A $5 saddle on a $100 horse.
There you go.
That's how this one is.
Here we go. Sun went down, so we kind of lost some of that heat, but
That's all right. We'll make it work.
Thanks, buddy.
You're about to be elbow deep in a Land Rover, so don't worry about it.
Elbow deep? You mean balls deep?
Yeah.
Way better, guys. Look at that already. The white would have been badass, but just the oily fingerprints. Trying to. You want me to take that bracket off?
No.
You sure?
No, I think I can make it work.
Because this will stay in there.
Sure.
Let's go ahead and take it off.
If you want.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to get that. Oh, you already got it, so. The back of the motor, it's not that big of a deal, you know. The front is the prime time, guys, so you can be a little less tedious on the, you can be a little less perfection on the back.
Less tedious is not in my vocabulary.
Yes.
I'm just playing.
That doesn't even make sense. Less tedious. Just don't run that thing, okay?
It's not even in the car yet. How's it gonna run?
Hey.
Hey.
We got this spot right here. Yeah. It might run if you hit it. There you go. From white to gloss black in
5 minutes or less. Get in here a little. Give a little of your paint to this block.
We're also musicians, guys.
Not very good ones, but we're musicians.
Actually, Aaron over here is a drummer.
Yeah.
Been a little while, but
Yep. It's funny you mentioned that because last night I fired up the old laptop. So I love this game called Worms Armageddon from back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember it. They had a couple different versions. It was like for PC, for all kinds of different consoles, all different kinds of stuff. But I loved it. But I can't bring myself to spend the $12 online or on my cell phone to buy it, to play it twice and then never play it again. It's just one of those things I'm feeling nostalgic for right now. So
what does that have to do with drumming?
Hold on, I'm getting there. This is we've got paint.
Okay.
You know, I got to tell a story here.
Okay.
So I was on my laptop because I remembered I downloaded it one time for free off one of those, you know, websites where you get more viruses than you do game out of it.
Yep.
So I downloaded it one time a long time ago. And I was like, dang, I bet you
I didn't know they had games on porn sites.
Not like that.
Just joking. Sorry.
And so I downloaded it, so I'm like, I bet you I still have it. So I fired up the computer, and before I knew it, I was browsing through like old pictures of like back when I had the Firebird and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when Zach and I would go out and do like a photo shoot with our cars and stuff, he had his white Integra at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I came across this photo of my drum set, and I showed Autumn that last night. Actually, this was last night, and I was like, look at my drum set I used to have. Man, I forgot how glorious that thing was. I loved that thing. Loved it.
Yeah.
Dude, I have opened up the holy grails of the ants.
What's going on, Aaron?
Look at this. I just walking through. There's like a river of ants where I've been digging to do the concrete.
Holy.
That's
wow. Look at this. Look at over here.
I'm not scared of bugs, but that's an alarming amount of ants.
Look at all these ants.
It's disgusting.
Where's are they coming from?
They're gonna die. Well, we're gonna have to move shops, Dom.
No. Dude, that's a lot of ants.
Yep.
Gasoline and a lighter.
We will respectively relocate these ants.
With a gas can and matches.
Respectfully.
I heard if you flood them out, that makes them go away.
I think that's what happened. I opened up all this, and the water used to soak into the soil, and now it's got nowhere to go. It's just killing their home.
You know, there's this huge colony like right
Dude,
here.
we should do that thing where they melt like aluminum and pour it down into the thing. It makes
I've watched that.
Yeah, I love that.
Dude, it's so sick.
Sell it for like,
and it's like
5
different
grand.
tiers.
Yeah, isn't that
And it's
awesome?
like 5 feet deep.
But I really like that concrete, so I'm willing to chip it up.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
No wonder they haven't been in the house as much. They're all right here.
Yep. I did a really, really big deep clean. Like just cleaned everything.
What are you trying to say? I'm just playing.
Well, I'm just saying my house
Yeah.
had a lot of ants, and I had like crumbs and stuff like behind the stove. And I found them back there eating all the crumbs.
I bet you
And
did.
so I moved the oven and cleaned it and put a bunch of ant traps, and now the ants are gone.
You just turn on the broiler, bro.
Yep, the old broiler, bro.
Well, we'll deal with this here in a minute. I got to get this Land Rover done, but
They're busy.
there's something going on. There's no food though. I don't understand why they're swarming like this. But maybe we did something.
There's
that pushed
something.
them.
Look, they are all right here,
They're
bro.
headed for something.
No. They're all
Well, look
right
at this.
here. Something is going on. Something's going on right here.
Well, they go back under the asphalt
But
here.
why are they colonating right here?
Water,
There's
maybe?
something right here. Oh, there's another entrance to their home.
Dude, so basically, here's what I did. This 6 inches of dirt that was right here was covering up this, and we just never noticed it.
Rising Sun Auto Works is actually an ant colony.
It's built on a... Never mind, I can't say that's rude. That's rude.
Damn, Gina! You crazy, man?
Yeah, it's alright.
You almost took the big butt away.
It's alright. So I think I know what's going on with it, though. Oh, that's half the problem.
What in the hell was that? Yeah, that's why it's leaking.
It's your
coolant.
headlight fluid cover.
Yep.
No. There's a throttle body heater.
God, there's no room in this thing.
There's a throttle body heater right here. And I think it's just dumping fluid. It's literally just dumping fluid
Have
out.
you seen it come from that location?
Let's give it a go.
How full is she, you know? Yeah, I'm starting to see a little bit of moisture coming out from there, you know?
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit there.
Reservoir's empty. Wasn't overheating yet, but
Reservoir's empty, guys. You gotta put a little water in this old turd.
it's opening slowly.
Hopefully it's not a head gasket issue and it's just boiling out of here.
It's not. Watch. Well, and I think it's when it's cold it really leaks. I don't know if that's got a valve that shuts it off once the engine's up to temp, because it's supposed to heat the throttle body. And I don't know if it's supposed to just get it up to temp and then stop, or if it keeps going. I don't know, but it was seeping out of there, like literally just flooding out of there.
Well, she's not seeping out right now.
Yeah.
That's from filling it right now, so.
You can see it in the evidence. It's all down the side
All
of
the
the block.
corrosion too.
And all down the side of the block right here,
Yeah.
where it was started out as coolant and is just it's gelled up on there and burned onto there, and now that they've been putting water in it. So
Look at this little jack spot.
yeah, I know.
The old Land Rover, eh?
This used to have a cover that went over the whole thing. I think it's in the back.
Yeah, I don't like these foreign contraptions.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of them.
And so they were like, well, let's see how much it'll take to get running. And I put a set of plugs in it and fired it up. So we did fluid changes, replaced some gaskets because it'd been sitting, replaced all the belts. I think we did the battery.
Belts. You replaced all the belts?
Get new family. And,
I won't say why that's funny.
Oh yeah. So you know, they've been driving it for about 4 years after we got her going.
Doctor.
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 Let's make it happen, Captain.
Okay. You're just gonna replace this gasket
Well,
and these hoses. Those hose clamps look like they're digging in pretty deep.
that can wait.
Okay.
All of that. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna disable. I think we're gonna loop that for now.
Okay.
Order in the part because
no coolant going through that bad boy.
No.
We're gonna plug her off.
Well, just loop it so it's cycling or whatever. I just don't want it running through the throttle body heater.
Put a nipple. Put a
like a barb fitting.
A barb to barb.
Yeah. And or you know a Susan to Susan, whatever we want to do.
Yeah. I like Sally to Sally.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
So, and then order.
Easy with that finger there, bud. Jeez Louise, it's not Sally we're talking about here.
I think that plate's been warped, so we'll tear it off, loop it for now, and then order a new one in probably because they're like a phenolic or plastic, hard plastic. I don't know what.
Of course, hard plastic.
Yeah.
I figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Should like spray this with degreaser and pressure wash it.
It'd never run again if we did that.
Probably.
You just can't touch anything. You got to leave it.
Okay.
We can't.
Can't lose not one of those leaves or
No.
it will not start.
No.
So.
You just never know.
Cool. Land Rover, guys. Here we are. Balls deep. Alright, so I'm just going to be a narrator right now.
What?
A narrator.
Is it opposed to a far-rater?
Yeah, a narrator. And so what Aaron's doing here on this Land Rover here, he just disconnected this, I'm going to say it's a vacuum booster something off the intake manifold. Unhooked that. He went ahead and unhooked a sensor. Now he's going to go ahead and take this intake actually off so that we can actually get inside there where that leak is to be able to run a closed loop on the old girl, eh?
Yeah.
Sally to Sally.
It's funny, a lot of the guys that actually fix these up for doing what they're actually meant to do, which is going on the land, they actually get rid of those. They delete those because they're more pain than what they're worth.
Well, yeah, I mean it'd be good in the winter maybe, but yeah.
So we won't permanently delete it. I'm sure it's good for fuel mileage as well, but I just know that some do.
And it just heats up that's
all it's doing.
Just the outside of that throttle.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's passageways through here, but you can see how long it's been dripping.
Yeah, a lot of corrosion, guys. A lot of corrosion. So Aaron has got the lines taken off of that throttle heater, which is leaking. Now he's going to go ahead and close loop it. Looks like there might be some damage to the lines. Dope light. Sick.
Lifesaver. Alright guys, so here's the deal. I wasn't comfortable just looping those hoses. It would be fine temporarily, but I want to get this fixed now. I'm here, I'm into it, might as well get it done. So what I did is I took the manifold that cycles the coolant through the throttle body off to inspect it. It's aluminum, but it does seem warped. Plus the coolant running past the gasket has created some corrosion into the aluminum, and I think it's just going to be a perpetual issue. You know, a lot of times on these Land Rover, the throttle body heaters do this over and over. You can replace the part and it does it again after a couple years. So, I mean, maybe for some gas mileage in the wintertime, maybe for some comfort in the wintertime, it would be great, but I think what I'm going to do is delete this. So what I'll do is I'll reroute the hose that comes from the water pump back to the coolant tank so that when the engine's heating up, this will actually pump warmed fluid into the reservoir, and I think it'll still help the system. All All right, viewers, here's what we did. Like I talked about earlier, I went ahead and ran the new line, deleted the manifold heater and or the throttle body heater, excuse me, deleted it, ran the water pump line right back to the tank instead of cycling through, put everything back together. Everything's looking good, no more leaks. You know, we'll put some actual coolant back in here since since my dad's been just putting water in it just to get it by the last 2 days, 3 days. So what I'll eventually end up doing is probably draining the coolant system, putting a 50-50 mix back in so that we know that there's not going to be any corrosion or anything like that. Even though it's summer, we want to protect that system. But yeah, we're good to go. Everything's looking and sounding really good. So for the Land Rover, part 1,442,000, this chapter's closed. We'll see what happens next time.
Hey guys, I just wanted to show off some of the progress that we're making on the block. Well, the motor, I should say. It's not a block anymore. So, if you guys remember, this block was white, had some issues. It was just too hard to keep clean. I had decided to go a gloss black on the block as well as the head. So, I just wanted to show you guys this, as well as I just bolted up the turbo manifold, put the turbo on there. I just wanted to see what it looked like. I'm going to be going a different route with the manifold. I'm going to be doing a ram manifold. This will be temporary, so I'm going to be doing the ram, but just wanted to show this off, guys. It looks really good.
Looks really
I actually accidentally taped off all the contact points. Well, because this is a turbo manifold and it's not the stock one, not everything sits it. So I am actually liking the way it looks with the aluminum exposed right there. So I might just leave it. But yeah, all in all, she looks phenomenal. Really excited. Fully built motor, and it looks great. It's gonna look great in that red engine bay. So thanks guys, like and subscribe the videos, share them, you know, everything helps. So a link of our Instagram will be down below. And just appreciate you guys watching these videos and watching us go through these builds, man. It's a fun process, and
ups and downs.
Ups and downs, trials and tribulations, and it's just going to be so much fun to start this the first time and break it in and actually make some killer boosts. So again, I'm Dominic. This is Aaron at Rising Sun Auto Works, where Build Factor is made. And you guys have a wonderful evening and keep building, guys.